Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Tuesday, July 7th, 2020 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is, I realize the feels are an important part of the flow. And today we don't have a lot of direct astro going on, but this combination of the sun in Cancer and moon in Aquarius is actually really important. An important lesson to start integrating now because we're going to find ourselves facing this over the next year. And when I say over the next year, I'm really talking about 2021 because why not just be done with 2020, right? In 2021, we are going to have some really strong air vibrations, mental vibrations with Saturn and Jupiter in the sign of Aquarius and the North Node moving through Gemini. And so if we think we're overstimulated by the current messages going on, all of the different, this is what you should believe, this is what you should believe, this is what you should do, this is what you should do. Next year, that is going to be amplified, if you can believe that. So, feelings are an important indicator for us. And today we have the sun in Cancer inconjunct the moon in Aquarius. And inconjunct is like we're not seeing eye to eye. So we have this really strong mental energy that's super good at compartmentalizing feelings. And then we have Cancer energy, which is like all of the feelings. And so we do want to utilize both. You know, we have the energy in both. So moon in Aquarius knows when it's like, okay, let me put this aside because I have to focus on this. I have to focus on the future. I have to focus on what I'm doing. I have to focus on letting my genius move through. And Cancer, the superpower of that is feeling the feelings, the sensitivity. Those feelings, that sensitivity, it is intuition, inner voice. It is very important to tune into that energy because that is where you can connect to God, Spirit, Universe. Because when you have all of this information coming at you like we all do right now, and like I said, it's going to amplify, it really does help to be able to be like, wait, what do I actually feel about this? Now, sometimes the feelings that come up are around wounds that need to be healed. Sometimes our feelings often are very, I don't want to use the word tainted, but colored by our experiences. So we have to realize that when it comes to feelings, that's where the Aquarius energy, the discernment, where we can have some perspective, that comes in very strongly. And yet, again, the feelings have their place. So, being that there's not too much astro today, find your way through the compartmentalization energy and the place where it's like, I know I have to feel this to move through it. So it's a powerful energy. It's a really good lesson. And like I said, this lesson, getting a grip on it now, like getting started with this now, will help us all next year. That being said, the other thing that we have going on is we have Mars building into a conjunction with Chiron. And so Mars, taking action, what's your motivation, your desire in Aries around your I am energy. And then we have Chiron, the wounded healer. So this is a really good week between the Cancer energy and this building conjunction between Mars and Chiron to really spend some time, to spend some action on self-care. What do you need as an individual right now? And realize, is it mental, spiritual, emotional, physical, all of those things? What actions can you take to support this energy? We're going to be building into it, but again, as we're coming off these eclipses and finding our balance, this is a really good time to focus on that. We also are in our last few days of this Mercury retrograde. Thank goodness. So many technology things going on. My phone got too hot today. I'm like, really? Like, it's hot, but it's not that hot that my phone should be getting that hot. I don't understand it. But anyway, technology stuff, the communications, really deep diving with this Mercury retrograde in Cancer. We're in these final days of it. We also have Chiron preparing to go retrograde in the next few days as well, which will definitely, again, pull us into past life wounding. So you may find those things coming up, especially over the next few days. So awareness of that. So let's see. Inner voice, listening to our feelings. Very important. Listen to our feelings, listening to our intuition. The receptivity card in reverse is when we fall into that Aquarius energy that can be overly logical. Again, the feelings have a place. They are necessary to our processing. They are necessary to understanding, oh, this doesn't feel right, or this does feel right, you know? So it's very important energy. Completion. I think this week, like I said, major finishing up some of these lessons from this eclipse season. I think Mercury going direct to me is going to kind of like feel like the completion energy of this eclipse season, although these eclipse lessons go for 6 months. Keep that in mind. So we're completing these. What are the lessons that you have been facing over the last, let's say, month and a half? What are the lessons from the last month and a half? What are the lessons, your emotional lessons? What has been consistently coming up for you to look at? That's where you really want to go. I also have the stress and the aloneness card. And my feeling is with this, that Aquarius moon also brings out the antenna in us, which can feel very stressful if you are super sensitive, supersonic sensitive, and picking up everybody's stuff. So spend some time in your own light, in your own essence, clearing to help release yourself from that so you can dig into your self-care or your lessons or whatever it is that you need. So that's it for today. You can book a reading with me. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com. Besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and stay curious. Namaste.